And welcome to the John Fitzgerald Gymnasium. We're getting ready for high school volleyball. This should be a great matchup tonight. Two of the top teams in all of Sonoma County, the Windsor Jaguars at 20-5, taking on Cardinal Newman. They are 16-2 and highly ranked in Northern California. Hello, everyone. I'm Dave Cox alongside Daryl Kappas. And Daryl, looking forward to this matchup here tonight. These teams have worked really hard to get ready for the season. They're off to great starts, and these are the two teams you look at in the NBL when you think about who's going to take the title this year.
Yeah, I mean, before this season even started, everybody in the league knew that this was going to be the two teams that were going to match up the best against each other. So we're in for a really exciting match tonight. For
Cardinal Newman, their top player is Kimmy Waller. She's having a great season for Coach Anna Waller in her first year back at the helm, and she's definitely a force to be reckoned with. Windsor, if they have any chance tonight, they're going to have to figure out how to defend Kimmy Waller.
Yeah, Kimmy, who's going to be attending UC Santa Barbara in the fall next year, is going to be the leader of this team for sure. The lucky thing for her, she's got her mom coaching her and her young sister setting her the ball.
On the Windsor side, they are led by Sofia Lopez. She already has 200 kills on the season. That is awesome, and she's a great player as well. They'll have to have a big night from her offensively. It all comes down to the setter getting the ball into the right player's hands at the right time, and if they can get Sofia Lopez involved in the offense, they have a chance to knock off Newman tonight.
Yeah, I think Sofia is going to be instrumental tonight. She has probably the best libero on their squad in the league, Daya Mosqueda, and another amazing DS who are going to help set her up the ball to her setter so that she can take the big swing.
All right, well, we're going to take a look at the starting lineups here in just a moment as we get set for this one. First of all, let's take a look at the starters tonight for Windsor. It is Emma Smith, Milani Silva, Taylor Boyce, the sophomore, Sofia Lopez, Sable Booth, and Riley Amatek. Very good players for them. On the other side for Newman, it is Kimmy Waller, Julia Waller, her sister, she's the setter as a freshman, Rose Mijas, Kiana Walker, Cassie Taylor, and Ali Farquhar. So good lineup for both teams. A little bit different for Newman. They have a couple of lefties in the outside hitting position, so that will make things very interesting in terms of defending them by Windsor.
Yeah, if you haven't seen a lefty on the outside, which most teams don't, that causes some different ways that you would want to set up your defense, and hopefully Windsor can decide how they want to block the lefty on the outside, which is going to be a challenge.
And we are just about ready to get underway. Of course, the liberos will mix in here and start. Claire Egan, libero for Cardinal Newman. And as you mentioned, the libero for Cardinal Newman, Daya Mosqueda. Looks like Julia Waller is going to serve first. Julia Waller ready to do it as we are underway here at the John Fitzgerald Gymnasium. Windsor in the white with black and gold. Cardinal Newman in the white with cardinal and gold. They will not switch sides as the first shot goes a little bit long and Windsor takes a 1-0 lead. Interesting that they're not switching sides. You get so used to that in volleyball, but that's not going to happen tonight. It's one of the COVID regulations and a little bit different. Windsor serving now. Julia setting that one up, and that one's in. So we are tied at 1-1. Both teams off to a nice start.
That was a nice attack by the middle. I think if that's their game plan to get the middle involved early, they've already set the tone.
Yeah, very good shot right there. You see it just inside the line. Windsor having a little trouble getting it back over. Julia setting it to the outside to Kimmy Waller. That one's over. And right away, Kimmy gets involved. She's averaging 16 kills per match. Serving now for Newman is Cassie Taylor. Taylor with a nice deep serve. And that's a good kill right there for the Windsor Jags.
Yeah, that was a nice play. Cardinal Newman left open the line, and Sophia took it straight down and hit it probably on the 14-foot line. Showed some really nice elevation on the play.
Nice serve. There's an ace. and Windsor takes a 3-2 lead. Beautiful job serving that time by the libero, Dea Mosquito.
Yeah, nice jump float serve by Daya.
Out to the outside it goes to Kimmy, and she pounds that one. Great shot by Kimmy Waller to tie us up at 3-3.
One of the things that Windsor is going to have to do is they're going to have to make some decisions on their blocking if they're going to put people out there to slow down the offense, the fast tempo offense that Cardinal Newman's working here.
Claire Egan serving now. She's averaging 3.5 aces per match. That one is down. Windsor back up 4-3.
That's Sophia's second kill on the night. Right now, we already showed the battle between Kimmy and Sophia, leading both teams with 2 kills each.
Yep, it's going to be that way all night long. Serving now is Mandy Howard. A little long, and we're tied up 4-4.
First service error on the night for Windsor. I mean, they're going to have to serve tight or tough tonight to make sure that Cardinal Newman stays out of system.
There's that kill by Kimmy. Beautiful set, and it was down. That one goes a little bit long. Cardinal Newman now up 5-4.
Taylor Boyce just overrunning that set a little bit, maybe a little too high, or she's a little too early, but she's got to get into rhythm tonight. She will be instrumental in tonight's game.
Bree Burke serving now for Newman. Nice set. Julia out to Kimmy. Nice dig that time. Digging it out was Lily Simpkins. Bump set this time, and a good one. Waller can't get it down. Beautiful dig that time. Mosquito with that beautiful dig, but the point will go the other way.
Yeah, it was a lift call on the setter from Windsor. Kind of tough. I mean, it wasn't that bad of a lift call, but got to make the call at some point.
Good crowd. Check them out. Danger zone travels well tonight. Newman on a nice little run now. 7-4. Bree Burke serving. Another ace. 8-4 Newman. Bree Burke on a little bit of a roll. Windsor's defense is going to have to dig in right now and try to get the side out back. Pass across. Good opportunity here for Newman now. Kimmy Waller. Another nice dig by Mosqueda. Back the other way it goes, and Lopez puts it away.
That's her third kill on the night. Nice high swing up over the block.
Windsor trying to tighten it up here in this first game. Waller, that one might have been long. Got a little help. That time as Lopez kept it in. Julia goes back row to Tassie Taylor. Big hit right that time. Another pass across. Good opportunity here. Which way will she go? She'll go to Kimmy Waller. Into the block and through. That's a point. Windsor did a nice job to set that block up.
I think one of the people already having an impact on the game is Windsor's senior libero, Daya Mosqueda. She is digging up a storm tonight.
Yeah, so far she's had 2 or 3 very nice digs. There's a block, but again, Windsor gets it through this time.
Sophie Booth there with the kill in the middle. I mean, if they can get the balls to the middle, that will help any team. So the ball control's been there for Windsor, and that's amazing that they're getting the middles involved this early.
Nice serve. Cassie Taylor passes it across. Emma Smith trying to set it. Bumping it over. Taylor Boyce, and Newman gets the point to make it 10-6.
That was a nice setter dump. I don't think that Windsor was ready for that. Julia just moved to the front row and put the ball right in the middle of the court. We kind of call that the chair or the donut area. That was really well done by Julia.
Serving now, Tessa Taylor for Cardinal Newman. Nice big hit that time for Windsor. Taylor Boyce.
Taylor getting her first kill on the night. When Sophia Lopez goes to the back row, Taylor's really going to have to carry some bigger load here.
Good crowd here tonight, making some noise in the John Fitzgerald Gymnasium. Great to see the support for high school volleyball here in the North Bay.
Nice pass.
Cassie Taylor right through the dig. Big hit.
Cassie getting on the board with her first kill. Nice high line swing. Really well done. Nice set by Julia Waller.
Danger zone, making some noise, having a good time here tonight. That's the way it should be. Julia Waller serving. Julia Waller setting. Back set this time. Windsor scrambles to get it back over. Emma Smith sets it right into the hands of Taylor Boyce, who gets it through her second kill. Very nice hit. Great set that time.
This is a very well played game to start the evening. Two teams coming ready to play. This is exactly what we thought this was going to be.
Lily Simpkins serving now for the Windsor Jaguars. Their coach, Kristen Hamilton, doing a nice job with the program. Skato runs that one down. Long save. Waller with the short set this time. Nice defense by the Jags. Big hit. Sophia Lopez, and that's a kill. Lopez having a great first game.
4 kills already. I mean, good outside hitters in college, 3 to 4 per game, and we're only at 11-9 here in game 1.
Jags trying to scramble. They'll get it back across very nicely. Back set again, but the block is there. Big hit that time for Farquhar, but that block goes out, so Newman gets the point. So very nice job for Newman to go with that back set and get the point to add to the lead. Lopez gets it across. Taylor with the dig that time. Nice little dink by Kimmy Waller. Lopez right into the block. Beautiful block set up for Newman. Nice job by the Cardinals.
That was a nice double block. I think what set that play up was kind of not a very good pass by Windsor, what led to an easy ball coming back where they ended up terminating.
Over the block this time. Bump set. Back row. Taylor. That's in. Nice shot by Cassie Taylor. Cassie Taylor serving. That one's long. Newman up 15-9 now. And a timeout taken. Boy, we've seen some great plays already in this one. Both teams working really hard. Very good play around the net, too.
Yeah, as you can see here on the block here. Sorry, on the overpass kill there. I mean, just taking care of something very simple you would think would be a lot more difficult to do, but nice touch on the ball and nice finesse.
This is that block, I believe. Great double block right there by Newman.
They sealed the block extremely well. When you got 6'2" on the right side and about 6 foot in the middle, that's going to do some damage against any team.
No question about that. Tonight's game is sponsored by McCormick & Company Homes and Loans, a family tradition of experience, trust, and loyalty, specializing in real estate sales and listings, private money investments, and unique financing. Let our family help your family find a solution to all your real estate needs. And as a proud Cardinal Newman sponsors and alumni, all consultations are complimentary. Call Marty, Rory, or James today at 526-1700. Back to the live action we go. Sophia Lopez, big hit. They tried to save it with a foot that time. Couldn't do it. Lopez having a big game. Is that 5 kills right now for Lopez?
No, that was Taylor Boyce with the kill.
Oh, Taylor Boyce. I'm sorry.
Taylor with her 3rd kill so far.
So Boyce and Lopez both very active for the Jags. Mosqueda serving. Kim Waller, that one's out. Not by much.
So Kimmy with her first error on the night. Ball is a little bit set too far inside, and for a lefty, if it's left inside, that your chance of errors are going to go up. Nice pass.
Back set. Farquhar gets it across. Nice dig that time by Emma Smith. Cassie Taylor scrambles for it. Waller into a great block. Double block that time by the Jags.
That was the freshman Haven Trechter and Sadie Booth, both on the block there. Nice job by both of them.
Mosqueda will serve again. 15-12. Good first set here at the John Fitzgerald Gymnasium. Waller goes with a little change of pace that time and gets the point for Newman. Good idea. Claire Egan serving. Windsor gets it across.
Nice little setter over on 2 play. Just changing up tempo has got to be something that they're going to have to continue to do to be effective tonight.
Both cheering sections making a little noise here tonight. Farquhar gets it across. Nice play.
Allie getting her second kill on the night. A nice deep tip over the left blocker's head. Dia Mosqueda was not able to handle that, but that's really good by her. Allie's kind of been known more as a power hitter, not as a finesse hitter. That was really good to see her pull that out.
17-13. Newman by 4. Lopez dug out nicely by Cassie Taylor. Kimmy Waller, good block. Windsor doing a nice job on that right side of their defense. Waller again, she goes with the change of pace. Trying to keep that block honest. This time she powers it through the block.
That time she tooled the block. Blocking timing was a little early, and she got them on the way down and swung high and got that ball to bounce high off their hands and out of bounds.
Bree Burke serving. Kimmy Waller, nice hit. Another nice dig by Mosqueda. Lopez hit the net. 19-13, Newman.
Yeah, just a little wide on the set, and unfortunately she put it right into the antenna.
Nice hit that time by Sable Booth.
Sable being involved. Only middle it's got a kill right now for Windsor, but getting 2 kills, 2 to 3 kills per game for a middle is very, very good.
Lopez will serve now for the Jags. And it's a good one. Waller a little deep that time. In the middle it goes again. Back set, Cassie Taylor from the back row. Point goes to Newman, 20-14.
Cassie getting her 3rd kill. They're doing a really good job of using their back row attack. That's something that Windsor hasn't shown yet. But I do know after watching Cardinal Newman play against Redwood, that was something that they went to a lot.
Yeah, Cardinal Newman's had some big wins this year. Redwood is one of them. That will be a big one in terms of NCS seeding. Of course, they beat Bishop O'Dowd early in the season. They were ranked #1 at the time, and Anna Waller calls that the biggest win in program history. This point will go to Newman.
Got a net violation
21-14
on Taylor Boyce.
Nice shot. That one is in. Windsor hanging in there, 20-15.
Nice little set over the net, or set over the left back player's head. That's Sable's 3rd kill on the evening.
Ashlyn Rogers will serve now for the Jags. Cassie Taylor a little short that time, and Windsor creeps back in it.
Cassie's first error on the night. It's a tough ball. Cassie probably wasn't back behind deep enough to take that ball effectively and just kind of overran it.
That serve goes long. Newman 3 points away from winning this first set.
It's Ashlyn Rogers with the service error.
Crowd keeps getting bigger and bigger here at Cardinal Newman. Serving that time was Haven Trechter, and that's an ace. 23-16 Newman. Windsor coach Kristen Hamilton trying to keep her team calm. Don't panic, still in the game. They could use a side out right here. And there's another ace, set point.
Second ace in a row. Newman really gave Redwood a lot of trouble in game one and took their offense out of system a lot in that big win about a month ago.
Trechter is a freshman. Windsor gets the point here. Nice job getting that in and through the block.
Nice kill by Riley, getting her first kill for the night. Set point here for Windsor, or for Cardinal Newman.
Cassie Taylor, big hit, and that will do it for game one. Newman wins it. So Newman takes the first game here. Very nice job by the Cardinals to get it going, as they are very successful on a number of different things right there. Their defense was good. Their serving was fantastic. And they end up with the victory here in game one. We'll step aside right here. It is Newman up 1-0. And we will be back with more from the John Fitzgerald Gymnasium in just a moment here on YSN365.com.
In 1914, the California Interscholastic Federation has led the development of education-based interscholastic sports that help student-athletes succeed in their lives and pursue victory with honor. Representing more than 1,500 public and private schools statewide, the CIF sets direction for the future by building awareness and support, improving the participation experience, and establishing consistent standards and rules for competition, and 735,000 student-athletes in California. The California Interscholastic Federation, committed to developing student-athletes of character.
Well, you're not punching it in anywhere.
So Newman leads 1-0 as we get ready to start the second set. We'll take a look at some of the replays from that first set. There was some great play. I really enjoyed both teams having success, in a number of different ways. And I think the defense was really key for Cardinal Newman, able to defend Windsor with the blocking right here. Play we saw a little bit earlier.
Yeah, I think Dia Mosqueda, very good defensively, making a lot of quality digs. She was huge in keeping rallies alive for Windsor. Ultimately, offensively, Cardinal Newman finished with 12 kills and 3 errors. That's pretty high percentage.
Here's that nice set to the outside. Kimmy Waller had a great first game. Just see it just tipped off the top of the block right there.
And you can see on that play, that was a design play. That was the outside hitter coming further in for a quicker tempo set. Some teams call it a rip set or a lob set, but that really puts the blocker maybe in a different position than they thought she would be in when they set her the ball.
Here's the Northern Region rankings. Right now, Cardinal Newman is sitting in the 9 spot. Marin Catholic, number 1. Branson, who defeated Newman earlier in the year. But you can see Cardinal Newman is highly regarded in all of Northern California.
Yeah, I mean, being in the top 10 is a huge deal for this program. I think the expectations are high for this year for them to go far. I mean, last year there was no official postseason, and that would have been devastating for this program if it was last year with these, two very instrumental seniors. So, the hope is for Cardinal Newman to really represent the county well and to do well and go far in the postseason.
Tonight's game is sponsored by Waller Real Estate, W Real Estate. Randy Waller, the owner of W, has been in the business since 2007. He's grown the W Real Estate to be one of the largest locally founded and independently owned real estate brokerages in all the North Bay. Currently has 10 offices spanning from San Francisco to Mendocino County with 200 experienced agents and marketing support. W Real Estate. All right, getting ready for the second set to start now.
So sophomore Taylor Boyce, number 12 for Windsor, last Tuesday was her first full match that she's played. She was out with a severe calf injury that she had been dealing with for most of the spring and summer and slow rehabbing. But talk about a gutsy athlete. I mean, she really wanted to put herself back in shape to be ready to contribute this year.
Serving Emma Smith. Nice hit right in the middle. Great job.
Nice dig by Cassie Taylor in left back there. And once again, throwing the ball into the middle and a nice terminal swing by number 11.
So Ashlyn Rogers gets the kill that time. Newman off to a 1-0 lead. Make it 2-0 as they get the ace. Emma Smith doing the honors. And that is another ace. Newman's serving has been unbelievable.
That was one of the big things in their match against Redwood. They served extremely tough against a very good offensive team. And we got your third ace in a row.
Julia Waller racking up the aces. Julia Waller, not only a great setter, but obviously a great server as well. .40 now, Newman. Julia Waller sets this one right in the middle. Nice block by Windsor. Cassie Taylor tries to scramble, can't get there.
Ball was just a little bit tight. Middle blocker overran it, or middle hitter overran it a little bit, and it was a pretty easy block when it's right there tight on the net if your middle's right there facing it. Nice block.
Simpkins serving now for Windsor. Nice hit. Farquhar gets the kill.
Once again, I can't share with you enough how difficult it is for a lefty to take a swing on the outside. That was a really nice swing by Allie Farquhar.
Cassie Taylor serving now for Newman. Newman now up 5-2.
The freshman getting her first kill of her career at Cardinal Newman. Really nice play by Heaven Trencher.
Mosqueda serving. The point goes back over now to Newman.
Sixth kill right now for Kimmy Waller.
It'll be Claire Egan serving now for Newman. That one almost hit the rafters. Windsor will scramble for it. They got it back across. Julia Waller to the outside. Nice dig, Mosqueda. Very nice. Taylor keeps that one alive. Kimmy Waller. Mosqueda does it again. Dia Mosqueda has done a tremendous job on defense for Windsor. Farquhar. Another big dig. What a play. Terrific rally right here. Julia Waller to Kimmy Waller. There's the point. What a way to end it.
Very well played on both sides defensively. Really nice dig by Emma Smith in right back. Exceptional on a big swing by Allie Farquhar.
Claire Egan serving again. 7-2. Cardinals with the lead here after winning the first set. Farquhar into the block. Another point for Newman.
Allie racking up the kills here with 4. Windsor forced to call an early timeout here in game 2. Probably a good timeout call at this point.
Yeah, we've seen a couple of big hits. Let's check out the action. Kimmy Waller, nice try. Windsor was scrambling right there, but that was one of the best rallies we've seen tonight.
As you can see, there's a nice crowd here tonight for this big match. And we're coming back here on the set, I believe, to the outside hitter on the inside set, on the lob set. Really nice swing. The middle hitter just not able to get there quick enough. That'll be something Windsor might need to do, is to pull in their right front blocker a little bit and see if they can slow it down and challenge the lefty outside hitter to hit line.
Well, if you're interested in becoming a student here at Cardinal Newman High School, they're hosting an open house on November 14th. Go to cardinalnewman.org. You can sign up for the open house and become a part of it here at Cardinal Newman High School. A lot going on here. The new classrooms are open. Terrific place to go to high school and set up your future. Touching hearts, winning minds. Cardinal Newman High School open house, November 14th. Cardinal Newman up 8-2 right now.
Probably should have been a double call. Referee let it go on that one.
Cassie Taylor got that one across for Newman. That one's a little low, and Windsor now makes it 9-2. Nice knuckle serve. Great block that time by Newman. Emma Smith with a good set, but a little close to the net. That one almost hit the rafters. Windsor manages to get it across, and at a weird angle. The point's going to go to Windsor. Wow.
I didn't see the net violation on that one. I mean, it was barely a nick, if anything. But obviously, I'm not the one calling the game.
Mandy Howard will serve now.
Nice, tough serve.
Very strong. Kimmy Waller into the block. Cassie Taylor holds it.
Yeah, it would be a double contact violation on the setter on that one. Windsor kind of making a little comeback here.
(9-4).
Nice play by Julia Waller on the scramble there.
Big hit. That's Lopez. Sophia Lopez hammering that one home.
Sophia getting her 5th kill on the night. She's really showing she can be terminal down the line. It's pretty effective. A lot of outside hitters at the high school level really just hit angle, but she is really showing she likes the swing line.
Big hit by Waller, and I mean, she hammered that one. My goodness.
Once again, quick tempo set. Windsor might think about starting their right front blockers in a little more inside to slow that down.
Bree Burke serving. Nice little dig. Dink across Julia Waller. Sophia Lopez. Taylor digs it out. Nice little dink by Kimmy Waller. She's used that effectively.
You dig in a lot as a defender against a heavy hitter because you're expecting that to happen, and you have to be very, very disciplined to take care of that ball tipped in the middle of the court. Tough play as a defender.
Lopez, nice dig. That time by Claire Egan. And that point is down. Taylor got that one across.
That was a very quick back set, or a back row attack. We'd call that a BIC set. Definitely tempo driven, not just an emergency play to set the back row. That was very well played.
Newman up 12-5. Big hit by Lopez. Sophia Lopez doing very well.
Kill number 6 for the senior.
Seeing some great players. I really believe, and I watch a lot of high school sports, obviously, but I believe high school volleyball is the closest thing you see to what it looks like at the next level. The skill level always impresses me whenever I watch high school volleyball. The girls play great. It's a shame we don't have boys volleyball, in my opinion.
Just needs to get started. It's a beautiful game, whether it's indoors or outdoors. It's a fun game to play, and the kids just need to be exposed to it. That was a 2-set in the middle. That's the first time that she's run that. I think that caught the blockers off guard.
Kim Waller, her serve goes a little wide.
Her first service error. I think we can excuse her. She's got 10 kills, 1 error, and 1 service error at this point. Hard to take a high-energy swing and go into the back row and be a server.
(13-7). Newman makes it 14-7.
Cassie Taylor with her 6th kill on the evening.
(14-7). Newman up strong. Here's Cassie Taylor, and Taylor pounds it home.
Yeah,
wow.
I think for Windsor, they just got caught out of position defensively. Left back got pulled into the middle a little too much. Needs to stay a little wider to make that dig there.
It's Kristen Hamilton, and a timeout taken.
I like how Coach Kristen is managing this game. I was never a big fan of holding my timeouts late in the game. That's for sure. I mean, she feels like we need to make this call now and do something to stem this run from Cardinal Newman.
Yeah, let's see. Cardinal Newman making things happen. Big hit right there by Cassie Taylor. It's Mandy Howard with that strong serve, doing a nice job. The big hit for Newman. Daryl, great to have you here. You, of course, do the Aloha Beach Volleyball. That's a great program. Tell us a little bit more about it.
Yeah, I mean, Aloha Beach Volleyball Club kind of naturally started. You know, I moved here from Hawaii, where I was the head volleyball coach at Hawaii Pacific University for 10 years, and for the indoor team. And at that time, we also started the beach program. And a parent approached me during COVID and said, well, we can't be inside. How about outside? And at this point, 2 kids have turned into 70 kids in just over a year.
Wow. That serve a little short, so 15-8 now. Windsor trying to come back.
Tessa Taylor there with a service error.
That's not her.
Tough one for Tessa there. It's hard. You come in and that's your role, and or after a timeout missing a serve. So she'll get better at that as she gets older and more experienced.
Cassie Taylor taps it over. And a net violation. That's going to go the other way. 15-9.
It's a little over-aggressive there at the net play.
It's Kimmy Waller. She's done a nice job here of taking over this program, her first year back. Legendary player in her own right. That one a little short, so Newman racks up a couple points.
Taylor trying to go off speed there. Kind of difficult to go off speed on a low set like that. She had the right idea, just difficult play on a low set.
Julia Waller serving again. The rotation has completed. Big hit for Windsor.
There we go. The freshman getting her 2nd kill of the night. I mean, freshmen playing in big games like this, so important for them as they get older. But to have this kind of experience is so huge for them as they move up the ladder.
Lily Simpkins serving now. Big hit. Cassie Taylor powers that one.
Cassie with her 7th kill of the night. I mean, what that set that up was the beautiful pass by Kimmy Waller. I mean, dialed in, solid platform, quiet, no extra movement. Just handled it extremely well.
Cassie Taylor serving now. 17-10.
Nice swing there by Sophia Lopez.
Lopez again, into the block, and it goes wide.
Yep, Sophia loves the line. I have not personally seen Sophia play in a high school match this year, but she is looking to hit line. She's looking to tool the block. Very effective.
Another point.
Got a lift on the setter. I would say the referees are calling this match tight.
There's our head referee. And another point that goes to Windsor.
Yeah.
Wow.
Another lift. Pass from the freshman Claire Egan, just a little too tight for Julia to get up and save.
Mosqueda serving. Nice swing by Kimmy Waller. Taylor tries to save it, kept alive, passed across nicely by Claire Egan. Egan with the dig, back set. Farquhar puts it away.
Farquhar had been a little quiet here to start this second game. Does notch her 5th kill for the evening.
Claire Egan serving, leads the team in aces. Newman gets the point. That pass was a little long.
Yep, Rosie Menthouse with her first block for the evening.
Big swing by Lopez, and Newman can't get there in time.
Lopez with her 8th kill of the night. Cassie Taylor just not able to handle that hard-driven ball that kind of went through the block.
Mandy Howard to serve again. Taylor digs it. Kimmy Waller will have to tap that one over. Lopez with a big swing. Sophia Lopez doing it.
1 digit shy of double digits with 9 at this point.
Nice set.
That was an exceptional set. She set that all the way from the right antenna and pushed it all the way out for a nice swing.
Newman gets to 20.
I think Windsor needs to make that adjustment. Their left back is too far towards the middle on a left-handed outside hitter that's going to hit more angle. That's twice that they've been caught on that.
That serve goes a little short by Bree Burke. 20-16. Sophia Lopez will serve now.
It'll be important how Taylor Boyce handles the front row here in crunch time, because Sophia will probably be in the back row for till the end of the game.
Cassie Taylor, a little long.
Should be a touch. No touch.
No
call.
touch.
Cassie with her 2nd error of the evening. Ball was a little too deep off the 10-foot line. She could have let her a little bit more. She probably would have been a little bit more effective. Sophia Lopez there with the service error. I will say Windsor has definitely cranked up their serving velocity, and they need to do that against this very good passing Cardinal Newman team.
Nice block. Newman sets it up beautifully.
Taylor with her 4th kill of the night. Sometimes Taylor's a little hard to block. She's a little unorthodox with her approach, but she's got a ton of power behind her, and if that block is not set up, that's going to be hard to stop.
21-18. Waller from the back row. And Windsor can't get it back across.
Windsor wasn't able to handle that back row attack. It didn't come with a lot of pace, but maybe the defender was just digging in a little too much and didn't realize that ball was coming a little softer. It's Kimmy's 12th kill for the night.
That serve goes into the net.
I think Cassie was trying to go for the short serve there, probably just a little too short. Need a little bit more arc on that ball to be effective.
Emma Smith serving now. Nice back set. Dug out by Mosqueda. Into the block. Newman gets the point. Taylor Boyce couldn't quite get enough on that. Her timing was off just a bit.
Julia and Ashley combined for the block there.
Back set, Farquhar. Set point, Newman.
Allie, 6 kills now in this match.
Julia Waller serving, trying to finish him off. Make it 2-0. Tap across. And the point goes to Windsor.
Yeah, double contact on the middle, setting the ball. The last 2 servers for Cardinal Newman have attempted to serve short, so maybe they're trying to kind of mess up the timing of the hitters over there. But we are at game point right now in game 2, and Cardinal Newman taking a commanding lead.
Lily Simpkins serving, still set point. Farquhar went over to that left side, not her usual spot. Short set, Windsor hanging in there. 24-21. As Kiana Walker couldn't get that one in.
It's a tough rotation with the lefty on the outside and Allie Farquhar, so probably going to go here to Taylor.
An ace, 24-22. The Jags coming back strong. Timeout, Newman. Wow.
So the nice dig there by Windsor, and the tool on the block by Taylor Boyce, the middle blocker, number 10, just wasn't able to get all the way squared up to finish her blocking move. I think that was that same play that we just saw. Nice ace there. I think that was a very well called timeout on that last play. We're showing, yep, there's the block there by Julia and Ashlyn Rogers.
24-22.
Cardinal Newman still has a timeout left. Be interesting if Windsor scores this point, if coach calls another timeout right after that ball, giving her another chance to side out for the victory.
Crowd getting into it. Still set point. Cassie Taylor puts it away. Newman takes game 2.
What was great about that is that after the timeout, coach adjusted their serve-receive lineup. They had Cassie Taylor passing from the right. They put her on the left. We call that a stacked rotation. That pretty much play was designed for her to set her the ball because she's in the better position to take a swing as the right-handed hitter. So very good play call out of the timeout.
So 2-0. Newman leads it over Windsor. Nice job by both teams, but right now it is Cardinal Newman 1 game away from a sweep here on YSN365.com. All right, Darryl, what does Windsor need to do to get back in this?
I think the big thing for them is understanding that you're down 2-0, you still have a chance here. You're playing well. Teams at the high school level or inexperienced college teams, I would say when they're up 2-0, they let their foot off the gas. Cardinal Newman has a chance to respond here in terms of how they want to set the tone for game 3, but Windsor's got to go into this first 5 points of this match with something to prove and to say, we're not out of this yet. This will be super important on how they start the game. I always kind of say if you're in this situation in third game down 2-0, it's a race to 10 in this game to show if we're going to be in this match or not.
Tonight's game is sponsored by McCormick and Company Homes and Loans, a family tradition of experience, trust, and loyalty, specializing in real estate sales and listings, private money investments, and unique financing. Let our family help your family find a solution to all your real estate needs. And as a proud Cardinal Newman sponsor and alumni, all consultations are complimentary. Call Marty, Rory, or James today at 526-1700. Appreciate that sponsorship. So 2-0, nice lead here for Cardinal Newman. Take a break right here and be back with more here on YSN365.com. Apologize, we had a little technical difficulty. We missed a couple plays there, but we are back now. Newman leading 4-3.
That was Stephanie Mendez with the ace. Close game here. This is what we were hoping for game 3.
Newman leads the match 2-0.
Kimmy, a little off-speed roll shot, not a tip. Definitely off-speed. Kimmy with her 14th kill on the evening. Only 1 error.
Wow, that's impressive. Claire Egan serving. Good one. Windsor keeps it alive. Newman trying to pull off the sweep here at home.
Tight play at the net.
Waller, nice dig that time by Lopez. Lopez gets it across. Bump set. Waller, nice dig. That was Stephanie Mendez. Lopez with a big hit. Dug out by Egan. Somebody's into the net though.
Unfortunate. What a beautiful dig by Claire Egan and sprawling out for that ball.
Wow.
I missed the violation. I was so enamored by the dig. Way to lay out for that ball.
Yeah, very impressive dig. Back set. Farquhar. Mosquito digs it. Lopez through the block.
Nice dig by Kimmy Waller. And another
net violation
on Ali Farquhar.
Wow. Let's go back to that previous play.
High out-of-system set by Kimmy Waller. Dug up by the left-back defender. Sophia Lopez with a big swing there. Once again, swinging line all the time.
Here it is.
There it is, working the line. She's kind of doing what we call like an inside-out approach, right? So it allows her to swing line more effectively. And when you're going up against a really big blocker, you have to change your approach to do different things. Otherwise, you're going to hit right into their hands.
Cardinal Newman boosters are looking for support. You can scan this code right here. You can also purchase your gold cards, which gets you into all Newman events. Become an athletic booster and help us create a great environment here for athletics for Cardinal Newman High School, especially if you're an alumni. We're really looking for the support from the alumni here at Cardinal Newman. So scan it quick while I've got it on the screen. Put your phone out, use your camera or your QR code scanner, and become an athletic booster here at Cardinal Newman High School. We've got a lot going on. We've got a new Facebook page, a new Instagram page, and very soon we'll have a new athletics page also.
So coming back from the timeout here, we got Daya Mosqueda on the service line here on her jump float.
And a nice job.
Nice double block by the freshman Haven Trechter. And number 4 for Windsor sealed the net very, very well. That's Haven now has 1 full block for the evening.
8-3 Windsor. Farquhar, big hit. Wow, she hammered that one.
Sable Booth now has 1 full block for the evening. 2 half blocks, making a full. Ali Farquhar coming in with her 7th kill swing on that shot. She's in the premier position as a lefty on the right side, taking that ball and swinging away. Nice kill by Ali.
Newman making a little comeback now.
Sofia Lopez making a not normal hitting error, just kind of not in a good position to make that swing. Ball was kind of set right on top of her head. But she comes right back and gets a kill.
Wow.
I mean, between Kimmy Waller and 14 kills and Sofia Lopez with 11 kills, I think you got 2 potential first-team all-league players right here tonight.
Howard serving, back set. Waller, huge hit.
There's that 2 set again in the middle. Changes up tempo. If they don't see it's coming, you know, that's going to be a problem for them to handle. The blockers need to be calling that out and see her running in because she's the primary hitter in that rotation. 15 kills on the night now for Kimmy Waller.
Nice block. Lopez couldn't get it through. Opportunity here now. Cassie Taylor. Nice dig, Mosqueda. What a night she's had defensively for Windsor. Tap across by Julia Waller, and she catches them napping. Great play.
Julia with her 2nd kill of the night. That was set up really well. You have the middle running back behind her running the slide. Usually the blockers freeze and go with that hitter, and Julia knows exactly where to put that setter dump when the middle goes slide.
Kim Waller serving, and she's got an ace.
Ball just not handled very well there by the libero, but exceptional serve right in between the seam between the middle back player and the right back player. Going back to that replay there. She comes in, she's passing there from the left, comes in on the 2 set in the middle, only 1 blocker up. The left front was nowhere to be found to block. That is going to be very difficult to stop when you only have 1 blocker up against the best hitter in the gym.
Well, Cardinal Newman, if you're looking to become a part of things and help us out with some sponsorships, you can get banner ads, placards, publications, or these live broadcasts. We're looking for support to do more of these live broadcasts right here and help grow the athletic programs. You can go to cardinalnewman.org, check in with the advancement page there, and you'll see how you can make things happen here with your own banner ad, placard, publication ad, or ad on this live broadcast. Appreciate those who are supporting what we're doing so far. It's been a lot of fun being able to bring you some volleyball. We were planning on doing some water polo next week, but apparently the game got canceled that was going to be at Finley, so that's a bummer. Try and catch up with water polo later on.
Sofia Lopez with the big swing, and block was able to handle it. Nice save there by Kimmy Waller.
10-8 now, Windsor.
Windsor doing exactly what we said they had to do to kind of show that they're not going away. I'm really impressed by the maturity of the team so far. Can't tell you how many times I've seen that go the other way. So I'm really happy for Windsor being able to still be in here and compete. Little roll shot there by the middle hitter.
Nice hit.
And a kill.
Windsor.
And a kill by the middle. Sable Booth. A little quiet there for a while. They really got to get those balls to the middle a little bit more to hold those blockers for the outside hitter to have some more one-on-one swings. But that was Sable's 4th kill on the evening.
Wow. Into the net that time.
That was Sophia's 2nd missed serve of the night. Probably just rushed it just a little bit. Tough one here as the game gets a little tighter here in game 3. Setters front row now for Windsor. 2 hitters available. Emma Smith with a nice set there to the outside. Handled there on the slide swing. And no touch by the middle of Windsor on the tip from the back row. Windsor here to fight.
Yeah, they're ahead by 3 now here in game 3, but trailing the match 2-0.
These are the tough rotations for Windsor. 2 hitters. Not showing much from a setter attack for Windsor. They got to find ways to continue to score with only 2 hitters in the front row.
That one goes long. No! Saying it was in. My goodness.
Slow moving balls are hard to judge sometimes. Need to go for it though. Can't just sit and watch. I think everybody kind of thought that was going out. Probably need to kind of go for that ball. Nice serve again.
Waller gets that one across. Big hit by Boyce. Taylor Boyce doing it for Windsor.
Taylor with her 5th kill for the night. Yep, Taylor going up and swinging, a little cross-body swing for that nice line kill.
If we could just get that guy with the yellow hat to move, we might have some better shots.
It is a big hat.
Our cameraman down there, David Days.
Inside set on the rip set for tempo. Nice play there. Needs to continue to run that play and speed up the offense and to get the blockers' eyes to move in different spots. I like how Cardinal Newman mixes that up with a regular outside set and an inside outside set.
Tap across.
Nice out-of-system set by the libero to Ali Farquhar. Little inside set there.
Boyce pushed that one across. Got away with it. Here's Taylor with a little dink. Nice play. Cassie Taylor.
Nice off-speed tip. Right over the middle blocker and right side blocker's hands. Right into the middle of the court. Cassie quietly putting together a nice game here with 10 kills. Oh, almost an ace there.
Taylor, Boyce, and Newman touches the net again.
Taylor getting her 6th kill on the night there. Net violation called. We'll see. I mean, in the match I saw against Redwood, I mean, it was 2-0 Cardinal Newman, and then Redwood came back and won that 3rd game.
An ace for Windsor, 16-11.
Those are the tough ones that trickle off the net. For those who know the game, that used to not be a legal play. It is now. Nice ace by Emma Smith. There we go. Ali Farquhar hitting from the left side in that really tough rotation. And Ali with her 8th kill on the evening. Been impressed on how Ali Farquhar has matured. I've watched her play over the last couple years, and she went from somebody that needed to really work on her skills to somebody who's now one of the premier players in the county. I'm very, very impressed on how she's developed over the last couple of years.
That one goes long. Windsor continuing here, 17-12 now.
Cassie Taylor with her 3rd error on the night. She doesn't have any aces, so that little ace to error ratio is getting a little imbalanced at this point. Might need to take something off of that ball because I don't think she's really getting a lot of effective serves when she is serving at this point.
Stephanie Mendez serving. Kimmy Waller into the block. And a point for Newman. Much needed point as well for the Cardinals.
Block was there. hands just weren't pressed over the net enough, and the ball just hit off the hands and fell right in the middle of the court. Cardinal Newman going to need to make a push here.
Claire Egan serving. Lopez with a nice hit. Kimmy Waller.
Nice move by the setter, getting to that ball, coming all the way from right back to set it to left back.
Waller, shot goes long. Close, but wide.
Kimmy's second error on the night, just that ball was a little inside, and once again, as that lefty, if that ball's a little inside, you're running out of space to hit the ball.
Dia Mosquito serving. Big hit right there. Farquhar, but what a dig by Mosquito. Waller taps it across. Lopez has to pass it over. Back set. Into the middle. Waller. Wasn't actually a back set. I thought she was going to Farquhar behind her, but she didn't. And a point for Newman.
Got 4 contacts on the play. Dia Mosqueda with an unbelievable dig off of Ali Farquhar, read it correctly, shifted to the correct direction to the right on Ali. Unbelievable dig. The more she plays, the more impressed I am with her defensively.
Lopez, nice block by Newman. Back set, Smith. Newman has to scramble, they won't get it across.
I think that was the freshman Haven Trechter again. Couldn't see, it was kind of blocked by the view by the referee. Did you see who got that
No,
kill?
I did not. The referee is definitely right in our view there. When they're in a certain spot, it's hard. Almost like to be up a little bit higher, but the bleachers don't even go high enough.
You're going to have to put in for higher bleachers.
There you go. Sophia Lopez, big hit. How about Windsor now? 20-14. Kimmy Waller says, ladies, we need to talk.
I think one of the things that they probably need to do is get their right front blocker, whether it's Ali or Julia, out to the pin earlier when Sophia's in the front row, and have the middle blocker maybe commit block a little bit earlier so that they're ready to set up the block.
Nice
There we
dig.
go. We're showing this again. Setter doing a really good job of locating, not trap setting the ball, especially when that ball was off the net. Very, very impressive set. Most setters, when they're that far off the net, they over square, and that ball is going to go tight. Show the next play by Kimmy Waller on the outside there. That's the one where they just didn't get the hands sealed far enough over the net and went over the hands, off the hands into the middle of the court. Between Kimmy Waller and Sophia Lopez, man, it's like two heavyweight fighters just slugging it out, ball after ball after ball, and showing who's going to be the last person standing. Super impressed on both of these guys fighting in this match.
Yeah, it's been fun to watch. 2014, Windsor trying to stay alive here in Game 3.
Cardinal Newman's out of timeouts. Windsor still has one with the 20-14 lead here. Important serve here after the timeout.
Howard serving. Point goes to Newman.
Tough one. That ball's a little high. The blockers, I think, were expecting a little bit faster tempo set. They just jumped a little early and weren't able to penetrate the net on that one. Nice shot, Newman. Nice play by
hanging in there.
Cassie, hitting 11 digs there. Kind of cut the ball a little bit. Took something off of that ball. Wasn't a perfect set for her to tee off on. Was effective nonetheless.
Kimmy Waller serving. An ace. Newman down by 3.
It's Kimmy's first ace there. I always say when in doubt, go after the right back passer. The passer who's in area 1, which is on the right side.
Lopez taps it over but hits the antenna. It's another point for Newman as the Cardinals tighten it up a little bit more. Now Windsor wants a timeout. Wow, what a match here at Cardinal Newman High School. Very good one. And we're enjoying it. Hope you are too. We'll see who comes out on top as we continue here on YSN365.com. We'll be back with more action from the John Fitzgerald in just a moment.
CIF Sports. True dedication.
Performances are improved by hard work and good preparation and not by performance-enhancing drugs.
CIF Sports. True sportsmanship.
Pursuing victory with honor is fundamental, and I should display class and character whether my team wins or loses.
CIF Sports. True leadership.
Being a leader is more than helping my team. It also means being a luminary at my school and in my community.
There are numerous ways student athletes in California exhibit the importance of high school sports. The California Interscholastic Federation wants to salute all of its student athletes who strive to be successful on and off the court. The CIF, dedicated to developing student athletes of character. This message was made possible by the CIF and Max Preps.
All right, we come back to the live action. Newman gets another point.
That was a beautiful setup play, and the reason why I talked with Anna Waller about that is switching your blocks up on a certain rotation to match up better, and they did just that. They had Julia go block on the left, and they had Cassie Taylor go block on the right, and she ended up getting a stuff block.
Kimmy Waller, and that one goes wide. So Newman came all the way back to within one. Then the service error makes it 21-19 Windsor.
Kimmy's second error on the evening from the service line. Two hitters now in the front row for Cardinal Newman. Nice pass. She's going to get up there and jump.
Big point right here. Waller back set. Smith to Boyce. The block is there.
Don't net.
Net violation Windsor.
Those balls get right on top of that net. 50-50 for both. I was hoping that wouldn't happen, and it did.
Windsor crowd not too excited about that call. Tessa Taylor will serve now for Newman.
Tessa going after that right back passer, Sophia Lopez.
Boyce gets it across, but the pass goes long.
Sometimes you don't have to crush it. That off-speed shot just did the trick there. Taylor Boyce with her 7th kill on the evening. Two hitters once again in the front row. They're going to go with a back row attack here. Nope. Out of system play here.
Cassie Taylor. Nice dig that time by Howard.
Julia's probably going to dump. Yep.
She does, and she gets the point.
Yeah, that was kind of set up perfectly. You can see how she's leaning and where everything's going. She had a nice control on that ball. That was Julia's 3rd kill on the evening.
And Julia Waller will serve now. 1 point game. Newman going for the sweep. Windsor trying to stay alive. Cassie Taylor doesn't get it across. Big point right there.
That's a tough one. You want your hitters to take that big swing down the stretch there. I think she just got a little hesitant. Just dealing with pressure. And she'll get better at that as she goes on.
Newman off the top. Set point goes to Windsor here in game 3.
Claire Egan, who's been so good this whole game, she just had a ball that she just didn't have her platform together, and it kind of ricocheted off in a wrong direction.
Cassie Taylor keeps Newman alive.
Cassie with her 12th kill. Not to be denied here. Windsor trying to force this to a 4th game right now. Windsor in rotation 1 here with the freshman here on the left-hand side.
Taylor serving wide. And we are going to a 4th set. Wow.
We wanted more volleyball.
You got it. Daryl called it. We are going to a fourth game as Windsor keeps their hopes alive. Terrific win there for the Jags.
Tough serve there for Cassie. Just need to slow it down just a little bit. Just too much on it. That's just learning to control yourself in the big situations. Down by 2. You needed to trust your defense a little bit more. She went kind of more for the home run serve, and unfortunately it just went out. That is her 4th missed serve of the evening. And we talked about this before, just learning to control the serve is going to be important for her, and understanding that you're not going to get an ace every time. Seeing that tip there by Julia Waller.
I kept Newman alive, but in the end it was Windsor. See the Jags right here setting it up for Lopez with a big hit. So we'll take a break right here. 2-1 is our score. Hope you're enjoying the action here from YSN365.com. We'll step aside right here and be back with more in just a moment.
CIF Sports. True dedication.
Performances are improved by hard work and good preparation, and not by performance-enhancing drugs.
CIF Sports. True sportsmanship.
Pursuing victory with honor is fundamental, and I should display class and character whether my team wins or loses.
CIF Sports. True leadership.
Being a leader is more than helping my team. It also means being a luminary at my school and in my community.
There are numerous ways student athletes in California exhibit the importance of high school sports. The California Interscholastic Federation wants to salute all of its student athletes who strive to be successful on and off the court. The CIF, dedicated to developing student athletes of character. This message was made possible by the CIF and Max Preps.
Two to one. So we're heading to the third set. Tonight's game is sponsored by W Real Estate. Randy Waller is a broker-owner of W Real Estate in Santa Rosa. Founded the company in 2007. He's grown W Real Estate to be the largest locally founded and independently owned real estate brokerage in the North Bay. W currently has 10 offices spanning from San Francisco to Mendocino County with over 200 experienced agents and marketing support staff. Randy has been the #1 agent in Sonoma and Napa counties for the past 5 years in both volume and transactions. W Real Estate.
Well, we're going to game 4 here. Windsor gets first serve here. Newman was in this situation against Redwood. Same situation. Looked like they were rolling up 2-0. Got pushed in the third game. And then the fourth game against Redwood, it was a really tight game all the way up to about 19. And then that's when Cardinal Newman pulled away.
Emma Smith will serve. And game 4 is underway.
Nice save there by Julia Waller off of the errant pass.
Big hit. That was Riley Omiatek for the big hit. Haven't called her name yet tonight.
No, only her second kill of the night. I mean, they've got to continue to find ways to get the balls in the middle. It's hard when hard-hit balls are being hit at your team, but that was a good start for Windsor.
So Windsor up 1-0. Big hit right there, and the Jags can't get there.
Cassie Taylor with her 13th kill of the evening.
She's had a huge game.
Kimmy Waller leading Cardinal Newman with 17. Cassie with 13. Showing that play again. Set to the outside there by Tessa on the inside rip set. Just not able to handle there out of the left back position.
So 1-1. Nice dig. Julia with the dig that time. Farquhar gets it across. Taylor Boyce through the block. Big hit.
Taylor notching up her 8th kill on the evening. I think my recommendation would be is Windsor's not setting a lot of back sets. Get your blockers out there earlier, including your middle, and take your chances with your left front against their middle or their right side hitter in terms of blocking. Try to slow down Sophia and Taylor.
Lopez, nice hit, but the block is there. Newman ties it up 2-2.
Tough one there.
Cassie Taylor will serve now. Nice serve. That's an ace.
That does not happen very often. That ball was served in the seam between Daya and the other defender. Tough one, tough one. I feel like Daya's going to come back on this one.
Taylor serving. Lopez into the block. Nice job setting that up. Farquhar was there along with Kiana Walker.
Gives Allie 1.5 blocks on the evening.
Cassie Taylor on a nice little service run. 4-2 Newman. Make it 5-2 as the Cardinals get a little momentum back.
Either that was lack of communication or just kind of not knowing what we're going to set. And we're going back to the player by Taylor getting stuff blocked there. Good penetration on the net. I know I talked with Coach Anna Waller before the game. She said we've been working on blocking a lot. She was saying we felt like we were getting tooled a lot. But she said we've been spending about 20 minutes every single practice here recently to get better at our blocking.
It's another point right here we'll take a look at from earlier. Or that same block.
No, that was the tool swing by the outside hitter.
Okay. Great to be able to bring you some volleyball action here on YSN365.com. If you'd like to get involved, get your school involved. We're always looking for sponsors and ways to do more games like the sponsors you've heard about tonight. Great to be able to support local sports, and it's a great way for you to promote your business. Been amazed at the viewership we've had on some of the games this year as Windsor gets the point to make it now 5-3.
The freshman once again with another kill. Getting balls to anybody else but the outsides to distribute it a little bit more will really help down the road.
Mosqueda will serve.
Nice pass by the libero. And a stuff block.
Wow. How about Windsor now? 5-4. The Jags not ready to call it a night just yet.
That was the middle and the right side coming together for that stuff block. Sable Booth now with 1.5 blocks for the day, and Haven Tretcher with 2. A little unforced service error there by the libero.
Newman crowd having fun. Claire Egan serving. Sophia Lopez, a little short, 7-4 Newman.
Tried to go off speed on that, just kind of dropped her elbow, and you drop your elbow against a big blocker like Allie Farquhar, that's going to be trouble.
Claire Egan serving. Still 7-4.
Overpass kill by Rosie Menhouse. Rosie Mehouse. I want to make sure I get her name correct. Probably butchering a lot of other names tonight.
Kill for the Jags. 8-5. Windsor hanging tough.
Kill there on the right side there for the freshman.
Windsor Jag fans will let us know that she is a freshman. Thank you very much. Howard with a nice serve. Mandy Howard, back set. Farquhar. Dug out by Howard nicely.
Nice
Lopez into the block. Nice block again. Farquhar there with Niehaus. 9-5.
It's Allie's second block on the evening. 2 total blocks. If you don't know, blocks can come in different shapes and sizes. You can get a half a block or a full block. You probably think, well, she has more than that. It all depends on person doing the stats.
That one's in.
There we go. Nice middle attack there. A little thumb down action. Sable Booth getting her 5th kill on the evening.
9-6. Lopez will serve.
There's that 2-set in the middle.
Blocker's
not there. That is where Windsor has got to make a change. They got to be aware of in that rotation. That is what she likes to run.
Kim Waller serving after the kill. That one might have gone long. Newman keeps it alive, however. Taylor Boyce. The block is there for Newman. But it went a little bit wide. Oh, my goodness.
Yep, it was blocked. They were there. Their bodies just weren't in the right position, and they were facing out of bounds, and that's unfortunately where the ball goes.
10-7. Newman by 3. Cassie Taylor gets a point for Newman.
Cassie Taylor on a tip deep down the line. That takes a lot of skill. Nice job by her. The chants by these high schoolers are killing me. They are pretty funny.
Yeah, they have some good ones. They do. You got to give it to
There's some
them.
good zingers back and forth between these two.
Tessa Taylor serving now. Sophomore defensive specialist for Cardinal Newman. 11-7. Net violation?
Nope. Ball was hit into the net on that one. She ticked the net on her swing.
12-7. Newman by 5.
Is this the point where Cardinal Newman starts pulling away? Windsor's already used 1 timeout. Their coach used same situation, called their second timeout early. Wonder if she's going to do the same thing here. Overpass, kill for the Cardinal.
Tessa Taylor on a nice little service run now.
Tessa with a very nice tough serve there. Tip there out of the middle.
Taylor Boyce. Big hit. Boyce.
Taylor hits 10 digits. 10 digits. 2 digits.
10
Now
digits. That would be quite a night.
That would be a Wilt Chamberlain kind of night.
Yes, it would.
I don't think Wilt's here.
No.
Slide run there. Little off speed with the tip. Call that the campfire. Everybody's around and watching, warming up their hands. The ball goes right in the middle on that tip by Taylor Boyce.
$13-9. Cassie
Nice
Taylor.
save.
Newman makes it 14-9 as Taylor gets another point for the Cardinals.
While that was a really good swing, it was set up by a phenomenal set by Julia Waller to get up and save that ball from being tight into the net.
Farquhar checks back in now. That pass goes long and across, and Windsor takes advantage. 14-10.
Overpass kill for Riley Omiotek.
Omiotek's 3rd kill, I believe, of the night.
Yep.
Stephanie Menendez. Nice serve, and here's
There we go.
Taylor with a
That's
bomb.
a play that they had not really run effectively. That was that rotation where to end the game that they moved Cassie all the way over to take a swing. That time they did go with the back set. She had a nice terminal swing on that play. Cassie now catching up to her teammate Kimmy. Cassie with 16 kills on the evening. Tough serve. Out of system play, given a free ball here. Thought it hit the net there, just not.
Farquhar, another kill for Farquhar.
And Farquhar 1 digit short of 2 digits, hitting her 9th kill of the night. You get 3 hitters in any match with double-digit kills, that's almost guaranteed a win.
16-10, Newman.
Back row
Cassie
attack.
Taylor. Lopez into the net. 17-10, Newman. And another timeout. Let's play some catch up on some replays. Man, we've seen some great action here tonight.
Cardinal Newman starting to pull away here. That's the 2nd timeout used by Windsor. Here's that net play again. There's that last play there, just a little bit inside set, and then she was able to take a terminal swing and go inside out and off the hands.
There's another one.
There's that back set there by Cassie Taylor. That was nice. Middle was frozen, didn't know where to go. One-on-one situation with kill swing. All right, we're coming back here. 7-point lead. This is going to be huge. If Windsor can side out on this play, an 8-point deficit here on somebody else's court is going to be difficult to come back from.
Big hit. Up into the rafters it goes.
There we go. That was the swing that they needed to get from the senior. 14 kills on the night for Sophia Lopez. That was huge. How is Cardinal Newman going to respond here with 3 hitters in the front row? Kimmy Waller, Ali Farquhar, and Ashlyn Rogers.
Dia Mosqueda serving. Back set. Farquhar buries it.
Farquhar with her 10th kill on the night. That was a healthy swing. If anybody's watching that coaches collegiately, she is somebody that you need to take notice of. Her size, lefty, and terminal ability, those are some good combinations.
Claire Egan serving. And it's an ace. Windsor maybe showing just a little sign of getting tired. They expended a lot of energy to win that 3rd game.
Yeah, that was kind of an emotional breakdown right there. Tough. Windsor going to a 4-person service sieve and a miss serve again there for Cassie Taylor.
That serve goes long. It is now 19-12.
Probably didn't need to serve that tough. With that big of a lead, trust your defense. That's what I would tell my players. Slow down, trust your team.
Mandy Howard serving.
Tough ball to hit, coming across your shoulder out of the back row.
Back set. Farquhar pushed that one across, didn't get it. Lopez, little tap over. Back set, Farquhar, big swing. Dug out by Howard nicely. Passed across, Taylor to Waller. Waller to Kim Waller. Kept alive, another nice rally right here, Sophia Lopez. Bump set for Waller. Menendez with a nice dig. Waller again. Mosqueda's there. Lopez with a power hit.
Longest rally of the night. Who's going to take the big swing? Oh, and a double contact violation on the setter. You hate to see a rally that was so good
end like that
and have a play decided by the referee. Sometimes that ball gets really sweaty, right? The longer, the more people touch the ball, and it is getting kind of hot in here with everybody. That ball probably just came out of her hands just a little slick, and that can happen.
Bree Burke will serve now. Newman taking control.
Tight trap set there. One of the few, I would say, unhittable balls tonight. I think the setters have done a great job setting up their hitters.
21-12. Newman up big here in this fourth game. 22-12 now.
Tough one. The ball was set a little too wide there. Got some setting breakdown right now. Sofia Lopez with her 7th error on the evening.
Into the net. 22-13 now.
Bree Burke with her 2nd service error of the night. She does have 2 aces on the night, and that's an acceptable ratio.
Sofia Lopez will serve now for Windsor.
Nice play, sticking with it. Middle attack. Nice save by the freshman Claire Egan. And a terminal
kill
slam
by
Sydney Waller. Can kind of see it on her face. She wants this to end now. The determination.
Two points away from ending it. Big hit. The block goes wide. Windsor hangs in there as Taylor Boyce gets the kill.
12th kill on the night. For somebody who, this is the most she has played. She had only played in 3 games. She just got back to playing after being injured for so long. Pretty impressive.
Cassie Taylor, huge hit. Match point. Newman.
In Hawaii, we call this aloha ball.
Aloha ball. I like it. Very good.
And everybody would stand up on aloha ball in Hawaii.
Well, the Newman crowd is standing right now. Taylor Boyce, long. That does it. Newman wins it. The danger zone is having fun. Wow, what a match. We saw some great play. Newman just a little too strong. And that is now a final. How about that one?
I'm glad we got to see more volleyball than 3 games. I'm so excited to have been here to watch this exciting match between these 2 really good teams. I mean, when they go play at Windsor, I expect it to be equally as exciting.
Well, that was a lot of fun, man. I got to tell you. Thanks for being here. Great match. We saw some great play. We saw some great players. But we're going to do a player of the game interview. What do you say about that? We'll get set up for that right now. Our post-game show sponsored by Community First Credit Union. And we'll hear from them. And let's set up for a player of the game interview. It's a final. Newman wins it 3-1.
You matter. And it matters what you do. Your actions affect those around you and your community. It matters who you buy from, where you bank, your footprint on the environment. Since 1959, there's been a local financial cooperative that is distinctively different from a bank. Its charter requires it to do good. Good for its members, their kids, and the communities where they live. That cooperative is Community First Credit Union. Anyone in the counties of Sonoma, Napa, Mendocino, Marin, or Lake can join. By banking with a credit union instead of a bank, not only do you get better rates, lower and fewer fees, but your locally earned dollars stay local. With Community First, you help people, businesses, and the schools where you live. Community First is also a leader in tech conveniences. The first with contactless debit cards, perfect in this pandemic era. We were the first locally based bank or credit union with an app to make deposits via your smartphone. And the first with 24/7 virtual banker powered by artificial intelligence.
I want a bank where I get more.
I want a bank where my community gets more.
banco donde hablen mi idioma.
I want a bank where 80% of management are women.
I want a bank where I can get the most free ATMs nationally.
We want a bank that teaches us money. About money.
Bank, where it matters to you, personally, ethically, locally. Community First, started by local teachers in 1959, is here for good.
All right, welcome back. There's the final. Newman wins it 3-1. And we are now with our player of the game, and it is Kimmy Waller. Kimmy, thank you for joining us, and congratulations. Great match here tonight. Really fun to watch, and you were awesome. Tell us a little bit about what it was like out there competing against the Windsor Jags.
It was really fun. I think we all have a lot of friends on both sides, so that makes it more personal. And I think we competed really well. Both sides, it was a lot of long rallies, and both teams were scrappy. Both teams took big swings. I'm really happy with how the night went. I thought it was a lot of fun.
Talk about the crowd tonight, because they had to play a huge part in this one.
Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot of people from both schools, and that made it really fun. It's definitely a mental game, but it was cool to see so many people come out for tonight.
When you're playing in a game with this much energy and this much excitement, how do you stay calm? How do you continue to do what you need to do and stay focused, especially in the big points?
Yeah, for me, it's a lot of just remembering that this is what I do every day and not let the crowd and everybody get to me. I just, take a few deep breaths and remember, this is what we practice for. This is what I go and play, or everybody. We all go play club, and we come back to our hometowns, and we get to play in front of our community, and just remembering that that's the fun part about high school sports, and that's the biggest difference between club and high school. So kind of just being able to enjoy all the people here and use the crowd and everybody as a good thing and not as something to stress us out.
I think big question, two questions I have for you. The first one is, you guys lost game 3. Mm-hmm. Tough game.
Yeah. And
here's things could start changing emotionally for your team.
For sure.
What was it that your mom, coach, what were some of the things that she said after that game?
After that game, it was kind of just we made a lot of serving errors, and we kind of took our foot off the gas a little bit. And just remembering how successful we were in the first 2 sets and knowing that we can do that again. It was more just about cleaning up our game, trying to keep the serve receive tighter and try to run a faster offense.
Gotcha. I know that there was a couple plays that stood out to me when you came in and ran a 2-set in the middle out of serve receive. Super effective on that play. Their blockers weren't there. Was that a play call that you and your sister decided to run? Was that a play call that coach was calling? I mean, obviously they were not prepared for that ball coming inside like that.
Yes, so that's something that my sister and I talked about before the match. A lot of high school teams haven't seen anything that quick, especially a 2.
Right.
Coming in, even if I take the first ball, they don't expect me to be able to come in and hit the 2. So if we can get the pass up to the net, it's a great way to decide out, because usually I have 1 block. And
you did.
And I did.
Or no block.
Or no block. And that was a play call that we made just kind of on the spot to change it up, give them something different to look at.
Yeah, I think what you guys do well between yourself and Tess or Cassie is that you run multiple things.
Right.
I've come across too many teams that just set the 4, set outside. It's the same ball, but the fact that you guys were running the outside set, an inside rip, lob set, and then throw in that 2, it really stresses the blockers on the other side. And
for sure.
You guys need to continue to do that as you move along into the season. But obviously that was something that Windsor was not ready to handle.
Yes, and also it makes it easier on myself. Being left-handed, I can come in and kind of hit more a set that doesn't have so much distance. So it's easier for me too.
Well, you did an exceptional job on
Thank
that.
you.
Good night tonight.
Thank you.
And talk a little bit about your teammates. Big night for Ali Farquhar. Also, Cassie Taylor had a big night. And, of course, your sister Julia doing a nice job setting for you.
Yes, I thought everybody played awesome. Ali came out big. She swung really hard, and she played awesome. She had some crucial blocks right when we needed it. It was great to see Cassie swinging as hard as she was, also really getting on top of the ball and swinging deep, not trying to hit low into the block. That was awesome. And Julia, she puts the ball in the right spot almost every time. And it's so awesome because when we're out of system, she's really able to get around and give us good sets, even if it's a bad dig or a bad serve-receive pass. Yeah.
And that's what I noticed, too. I mean, there were so many hittable balls by Julia tonight.
Right.
I mean, I was in awe. Both setters on both squads did a really good job. Windsor just had a little breakdown with the setting at the very end of that game 4, but Julia just continued to put up balls that were hittable, and that is so critical in this game.
Yeah. She did a great job. Even if she's running around, even if she's using her platform, I think she puts the ball in the right spot most of the time.
All right, well, that's going to be a final right here. Congratulations, Kimmy Weller, our player of the game tonight, and a terrific match. We look forward to seeing you again and having more volleyball here, but great job tonight. It was fun.
Thank you.
All right, terrific night here on YSN365.com. Hope you have enjoyed our coverage. We'll see you again soon with more high school sports here in the Sonoma County area and beyond. For all of us here at YSN365.com, I'm Dave.